You're listening to Cougar Radio, WKNJ 90.3 FM.
Kingdom Hearts?
Well, it has.
It's Kingdom Hearts.
Has
okay.
something to do with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like intertwined.
It's like
or
a weird
something,
mixtape
right?
of.
No, not really. Not really.
Aren't they like the same
Yeah,
characters?
yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
characters are in it, but like it has
characters,
nothing
yeah.
to do with the Final Fantasy story at all.
It's sort of like a spiritual successor almost in a,
Yeah.
little, in a lot of ways.
I know a little bit of something.
I'm gonna be like 85 when this game comes out.
Stop looking at me like that.
My condescending eye. Anyway,
That game needs to come out already.
isn't it? When is it?
I have
When?
like there's no release date. Like, and mind you, Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in
Coming on
2006.
10 years. 10 years.
2006.
10 years.
And
10 odd years.
yeah. And
Abraham
and it's
Lincoln
like
was alive.
Seriously.
but it's like the next game that they're releasing is Kingdom Hearts
I was
2.8.
still into Evanescence.
You were into Evanescence?
Yes, I was.
There's only like one song of theirs that I like.
They had
Bring Me to
3
Life.
albums, and I had them
There's only one song of
That
theirs that I
doesn't
like.
shock me.
The song
because it
from
was from Daredevil.
yeah,
that's
exactly,
why.
exactly. The song from Daredevil.
Which one?
Bring
Wake
Bring Me
Me.
to Life? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's my
that
dad's favorite song.
Really?
Yeah, he still talks about
You
it
know
like
what, my mom
That's his
actually
favorite
liked
song?
That song too. It was really weird.
he liked the music video.
So yeah. So this week, we're gonna have to talk about it first because we're gonna do our nerdgasm first because
Yes.
it's probably the biggest news that came out of this week.
Not probably, it is.
It is.
It is.
For anybody. I don't
Yes.
care who you are. Even if you're in Mongolia, you know what happened. So yeah, tickets for the new trailer for Star Wars came out.
Yes,
Yeah, that was
during
right.
Monday Night Football.
Yeah. It was trending on Twitter.
It was
On-
Facebook,
on
first
the
of all.
MySpace.
Why are you so
On the
mean to me
A.
today?
on the dick.
I didn't do anything to you
what-
today. I
This is
woke
what our
up.
viewers say. That we have viewers now because we're on YouTube. Because so many people were complaining because Mixcloud doesn't work.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, we're moving up in the world. Anyway,
Finally, it's about time.
so the new trailer came out, and
Yes.
I was so hard like not trying to watch it. Like I was like, all right, the first 2 were all I needed,
Okay.
and I was just like, I'm not gonna see this one. I'm not gonna see the last one. I'm gonna save it because it's gonna mean more.
And you went against your moral compass.
And I kept saying that every time
And
I
you
hit
watched.
refresh.
And you watched
And
it.
I
You watched it anyway.
All right, I'm only gonna watch this one that's in black and white with remixed DJ music in the background 5 more times to get the gist of it. Then I'm done. Yeah. But what did you think of it, sir?
Okay. Outside of my Giants losing, which probably would have made it even. It probably would have made it a better experience. I absolutely loved the trailer.
Yeah.
Don't think it's better than the Batman vs Superman trailer, and I'm not saying that biasly. I'm not saying that biasly at all.
You're sure now.
Yes, I'm not. Yes, I'm not saying that
We
by.
obviously know what team you're.
I'm not saying that with any bias at all. It's just, I guess because Star Wars, it's just so ingrained in the culture that people automatically know what it is. But with the DC universe, like people don't really know what's going to happen with that, so they had to throw everything in that trailer. So I do think that is the best trailer of this year. But I would give the edge to this Star Wars trailer over the second trailer.
Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
You've
I would give it the slight edge, just because we got, even though we don't know what's happening, we don't know the story, we don't know like what exactly is happening.
Which is great. And
Yes.
I think you could get, that's why I don't like watching movie trailers anymore, because they just give away the plot nowadays.
Basically.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
new Terminator. They just knew
They made
their
you-
audience.
They made John Connor a
We need to
Terminator.
just spell this out, guys. Yeah,
They made John Connor a Terminator, right?
yeah,
Well, spoilers.
yeah. No, don't spoil
It
it.
doesn't
Nobody
count as a
cares.
spoiler if
Nobody cares.
They should have stopped after
Nobody
the
cares.
first.
Nobody cares.
Oh, I hope that they don't make another one. I really don't.
I don't know. Arnold needs a new Hummer, I think, or something.
His mayor pension's drying up. Or governor,
I
sorry.
need the robot money. Put me in another one of those robot films.
Gotta pay the child support money for his
yeah.
maid.
Oh.
Yeah, gotta pay that child support money.
Oh, blow.
I'm just saying.
These
saying.
are the facts. I mean, that Mr. Freeze money. He didn't freeze that account.
He didn't put that away.
I'm just
Killed
saying.
my career. That movie.
Yeah.
But what? All right, back to Star Wars.
Yes, back to Star Wars.
What's funny is that it was playing during a football game, and I'm
Yes.
sure there were millions of Star Wars fans who were
Suffering.
it's like experiencing this new sport
Called football.
American football.
Yes, the sport that's been around for 70
What
years.
is this? They throw the ball and hit each other in the face.
But I will tell you this though, like that had to be like the longest countdown to halftime though,
Really?
because because like even though, like usually football, the first half, that's usually the quickest half, but it just kept dragging on and it just like come on. I mean, I didn't even care that the Giants were losing. Like I just wanted to see the trailer, and then that way I could focus again on the game.
Just drop the ball, Eli.
Yes.
I want to see Han Solo.
Yes,
Just stop.
yes, and I didn't. I really didn't care about the first half,
Yeah.
and then after the trailer aired, I was like, okay, all right,
Talk is
Now I'm
dangerous.
ready.
Sports show.
Football.
now I'm ready.
Football.
Now I'm ready.
Pigskin.
Well, I didn't watch the football game. I wasn't home.
Of course not.
So I
I didn't say
football
it.
game.
I didn't say it.
I watched it on my phone firsthand. And I was just like, okay.
What the game?
The trailer.
Oh, okay.
When it
All right.
first hit. And where I was just like sitting down. I'm just like, okay, all right. I'm probably not gonna get the full effect of this.
Were you shaking? Were you like actually
Well,
like shaking the way you're holding?
once the Han and Leia music came in, the dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
I just started getting chills. I was just like, oh god. Yeah, it was great. It was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it. Like what's funny about this is that, like, even if I didn't care about Star Wars, it just looks like a really good movie. It looks like a very well made movie.
Yes.
Like it looks like
I
there was
agree.
craft in there. It wasn't just a middle-aged man in a plaid shirt telling people in front of green screen to jump around.
Like yeah. So okay. So you're just gonna go and jump around.
No,
and then,
me and Alex were talking.
Just gonna go
I
swing the
think his
lightsaber.
directing
Yeah.
style, he took a bunch of the action figures that they made, and that's how he directed people. They're just gonna do a flip like this, and then you're gonna look at Jar Jar was always on the side, a Jar Jar toy. 'Cause Jar Jar was gonna make this work. If we get Jar Jar working, this whole series will.
One
start
of the
working.
worst characters in cinematic history.
What
by
are you
far.
talking about? If he pops up in episode 7,
No, I don't think he will. I really don't think he
may-
will.
I think
I don't
I-
think he will.
I think I may start clapping and not stop till the end. I'm like, good job, you got us all. You got us all.
You made us think that this was gonna be good,
Yeah,
and no,
yeah,
absolutely not. No.
yeah. But
if I see Jar Jar, I'm walking out of the theater. I'm just letting you know that right now.
but overall, yeah, it just got me more excited. Did you see it at all?
No.
No.
Of course.
Okay. There were cats in it. Chewbacca was in it though. He's a furry character. What do you know about Star Wars?
Actually, I saw that it was trending on Twitter that everybody's mad
It was
that.
trending
No,
on
let me.
Twitter.
Wait. Do you want me to talk? Because I won't. No, it was trending on Twitter that a bunch of white people are mad that there's more racism
Yes.
in the.
Yeah.
What
They
is
were
this?
saying-
I don't get. What
I have
They were
no
saying
is
that
that
idea.
a
it's
movie
too
that comes out?
I have no
multicultural.
idea.
They were so upset. And I was like, are you kidding me?
It just goes to show you how
Multicultural. There's other aliens in there.
yeah.
There's everybody in there.
I don't,
Stop!
But my issue is that it's a sci-fi movie. Why? Where you have problems with ethnic
all the-
groups,
of all
but
the
not
damn
the
things.
Yeah, right. Like the aliens.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I mean, I don't even think that any of them are human if you actually think about it.
No, none
Like
of them. They wouldn't
none
be
of them are
called
human. Yeah, like they're not even
They'd be
human.
called Flaplorians or something.
So
It is kind of odd, like, their evolution was the same as ours. Like, I don't know. That's the whole ancient alien theory right there. That, you know that guy from the History Channel with the hair?
Yes.
He's experimenting that. Aliens!
Oh, jeez.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
no, I have
Okay,
absolutely.
alright.
I
It's a
don't.
meme.
He's, yeah. Like,
The
Bronies, they're
I'm-
me.
Look, I'll show you. I'll show you.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it,
definitely know. Yeah, you
but
would
it's
definitely
not
know.
coming. It's not coming to
got you,
mind
I
right now.
got you.
Okay. Well, what were your favorite moments from the trailer?
Favorite moment from the trailer.
Or just moments, just like anything that you really like.
Oh wow. I do like the fact that we are like getting more insight into Kylo Ren and like what exactly his purpose and his mission is.
Yeah, he's a Darth Vader fanboy.
Yeah, and like and I'm really curious to see how that plays out because if you think about it like as a whole, really there's like not yet anyway, but there's really no light side or dark side in this movie. It's just like people
People who have different philosophies.
yeah, people who are like trying to put the pieces back together from everything that happened 30 something years ago.
Yeah.
So seeing like seeing his purpose and like seeing what he's in the movie for, like that was cool.
And what's interesting, because of what Han Solo said, where he was, Rey, I think her name is, the girl.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Her in the trailer, she says, we heard the stories, or the legends.
Yeah.
And Han Solo saying they're true.
Mhm.
It's interesting that apparently the events of the original movies are now legend. Like, I didn't see that coming. I thought, the rebellion and all, I thought they would have been like the way that, think of it like if it's like World War II or something.
Mhm.
We kind of have like Patton and like we know these like major figures, but apparently in this universe it's mythical. I find that very interesting.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's mythical. I think that because of like the craziness that ensued in the original trilogy and everything, it's like people really don't believe what happened in the past. It's almost like something that's like swept under the rug, and it's like, okay, we're just gonna forget about that. And
We're
we're just
forget about Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Jar Jar
Yeah.
didn't happen.
yeah. We're just gonna forget about everything that happened, and just try to move in a completely different direction.
Mickey Mouse doesn't like that.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, so I don't think that everything that happened with the original trilogy was mythical though.
Okay.
I don't think so
right.
personally, but
Same.
I agree.
but there's also a theory going around too, and I actually believe that it's true.
Mm-hmm.
There's a theory going around that Kylo Ren and Rey are brother and sister.
Well, they're not giving away anybody's last name right now, so I mean that's kind of a sign. But I mean in the old expanded universe, which before these movies, okay, so there was the original 3 Star Wars movies.
Right.
Okay. Now there was never any intention to make any more after those 3, so there were books and comic books and where there was a Ewok cartoon or something,
Yeah.
something really weird.
I mean, yeah, video games and
Video games, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That sort of continued the story. That was meant to be canon.
Right.
But now with these new movies, those are no longer canon. They're still exist. You can still buy the books.
Right.
Yeah, it's called Star Wars Legends now.
Legends, yeah. So they no
Okay.
longer exist
Okay, because the movie is coming.
because the
out.
Yeah.
movie did.
Okay.
What was I talking about?
You're talking about everything,
I was explaining that.
everything that is canon and everything that's not canon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in the expanded universe, Han and Leia did have a girl and a boy.
Yeah,
And the son, I forget his name.
but I think it's like they can like pull stuff
Yeah.
from it, but like it doesn't have to like fall
It's
within
just like a
this.
different. It's
Yeah.
a different like play on it.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah, like
So
they can
it's
pull
very
like bits and
similar-
pieces from it, but
very,
like
very similar to probably what Abrams did with J.J. Abrams. He's the director of
Yes.
this movie.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this stuff, so I'm going to explain it, and then you can talk into the microphone and be a part of the discussion.
it's not about cats.
trying.
Sorry.
I'm trying.
I'm enjoying this.
Okay.
It's
I
it's
can
not
braid my
it's
hair. It's great.
At least you're not looking at your phone this week.
it's
We're
not
moving
a,
up in the world.
it's not
you
about
were
cats.
literally, you and Jan just didn't even care at one point. You were just like,
I was researching things. You don't know what I'm
People
doing.
app is interesting.
It's
Not
unreleased. You need to get
Jan.
over it.
Anyway.
I can't
No,
do
I-
anything
well-
right today.
Talk is Dan.
Is that what you do when you don't know what to say?
I just say I just plug the damn show. But yeah, so one of Han's he turns to the dark side,
Yeah.
and they might be it might be that, but it's played around differently. But it's similar to what J.J. Abrams did with the Star Trek movies,
Yeah.
where he took like Khan, whatever. That was it was basically a remake of the movie, just done it a different way, sort of.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a little bit similar like that, but yeah, like. However, I personally don't want them to be related to anybody. I want them to just be their own characters.
I
That's
mean,
just me.
either-
I don't need them to be related.
I mean, either way, like it wouldn't bother me, but I think that it would create better like tension amongst the characters if, like, say you had a brother and sister dynamic where like one is like this psychopath and like a fanatic of Darth Vader.
Thanksgiving
and-
is interesting.
yeah, and you
That's
have
the drunk uncle.
and like
He's like actually, if you really think about Kylo Ren is he's kind of like the goth 17-year-old son.
That doesn't want to be here.
it's true
Kylo,
though.
how is school? Shut up, Mom! I'm part of the dark side. You don't understand. Lincoln Park is life.
Linkin Park is like
Yeah, that was 13-year-old Dan Donaldson.
were your fingernails painted
Let
black.
that sink. No, my fingernails were not
Fingernails
painted
weren't painted black.
But what's funny is, whatever, Star Wars. I want to talk about this. By the way.
Talk is-
Charcoal.
Talk is Dan, okay?
Yeah,
Talk is
Dan. So I was like a goth kid, and like, but my mom didn't want to bring me. My mom didn't want to spend money on Hot Topic, so she bought like the Hot Topic version of like Hot Topic clothes from like Old Navy, like skulls and like fire.
An American flag.
American My nightmares are coming. I've repressed this guy for so long.
That's
I
horrible.
need pictures.
That's horrible.
There's so many.
Mom, we're gonna listen to Meteora all the way. I don't care. I'm breaking the habit tonight. I'm gonna listen to Evanescence because I like Amy Williams. So, what was I forget her name? Whatever.
Oh,
I forgot her name
Amy
too.
Lee, I think. Her
Yes,
name was?
yes.
Amy Lee. Yeah.
3 letters all the way.
Amy Lee introduced me to puberty,
Oh, well.
essentially.
Good for you.
All right, back to Star Wars.
Talk is Dan.
Talk is Dan, okay?
So Kylo Ren is he's the outcast
Yeah.
of the group. I could see that. I
Yeah.
mean, I would prefer everybody just gets a clean slate. I mean, we already have the original characters. I don't think it's necessary. I just want to see like cool new characters. That's
No.
my main thing, and that was like one of the highlights of the trailer. I thought they
No.
really highlighted like the new characters, and I'm interested in them.
Yeah, and like another.
Finn looks awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Kylo
yeah.
Ren looks great.
Yeah, and,
I'm interested in Rey. She looks like a cool protagonist.
oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm happy that we're moving forward finally, and
Yeah.
and not going
this
backwards.
is the movie I've been waiting
Yes,
for like
yes,
20
absolutely.
years now.
But it was like one, like,
wait,
I was
gonna
like
say-
7 when I
I was
first
gonna say
watched.
since you were 1, but then I remembered.
but it was like also like another glaring thing that was missing from the trailer was, and like people were like outraged by it. No Luke.
I'm glad there's no Luke. Like, I'm glad. It's just, people are such babies. They are.
I mean, like the outrage
It's
was
the
just like
internet,
ridiculous.
everybody's just
Yes.
like, I'm entitled and I want Luke Skywalker. I'm like, wait, it's gonna mean so much more when you see the movie.
Yes,
It's gonna mean so much more when you see him.
but it's like I don't even think that he'll show up until like the third act of the movie.
I actually think he's in the movie a lot.
You think so?
And they just haven't showed it. Yeah. I don't think
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
even think we've really scratched. That's the cool thing about these trailers, is I don't even think we've scratched the surface on what happens in that movie at all.
Yeah,
I think the only major thing that they've really given away is that Finn was a stormtrooper and that he's gonna have like a redemption story. That's the only thing I really think they've given away, and that Kylo Ren is like a fan of Darth Vader. He's
No.
like he like cosplays as Darth Vader. That comic.
I mean, but his voice though, he does have a good voice.
Yeah.
He does have a good voice. Like I thought that they were going to do the whole Christian Bale Batman thing.
Yeah.
Where I will finish what you started. You know? So I'm like happy. I'm happy to see that they didn't go in that direction at all.
And what's
or,
interesting also is that there is going to be scenes where he doesn't have the helmet on, and he's just a dude. He doesn't have scars on his
Right.
face or anything. He's just that guy from Girls.
Yeah.
Did you watch that show at all?
No,
It's on HBO.
I don't
No.
like Lena Dunham.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't like
My
Lena
cousin's
Dunham?
really into that.
I hate Lena Dunham.
Yeah.
Yeah. She just disgusts me.
I don't
What's
know,
wrong
but
with her? What I don't. What is her comedy?
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't just. You don't care.
No,
Okay.
yeah, I don't like her. She's I don't like her.
Is there a reason why you don't like her
Yeah,
specifically?
yeah. But it's like you have to read her book to understand why I don't
You
like
read her book?
No, I
but
didn't.
You don't. Oh,
No,
okay.
I read excerpts from it and I was like, no, I can't.
That's such an Emily thing to do. Just read experts of book.
Experts?
I don't like you.
Experts?
Specifically, yeah.
At the library, I'm gonna read
The
the
library.
experts.
All right, I read experts of Lena Dunham's book
No,
at the library.
the library.
Specifically, the library. Using my vocabulary, it exists. Okay.
talk is done. I just pulled the table. I'm sorry. I'm having a rough day.
Jack Emily.
It's
Sheesh.
been all day since I got here. Since I
Just
saw.
tripping all
I'm
over
telling
the
you.
place.
No,
I'm telling
you're
you.
being mean to me.
I'm telling
and
you,
you tripping.
This is
son.
this is a web series waiting to happen.
Yes.
Like this really is.
is so nice.
You need to have a camera crew
My
just
life-
follow
my
you.
life is an IMAX movie waiting.
You need to have a camera crew just follow you guys.
Well, they already do half the time.
You need to calm down.
No, you need to stop filming me.
I'm
all
on
the
Twitter.
time.
I'm not even
You and
filming
Janet
you.
Antonia. Like the
Stop.
damn Joe Smo show.
Oh, that was a good show.
That was a good
That was
show.
a really good show.
What is going on? That was the finale. Do you remember that?
No, I was
Okay.
too young to remember that.
I would.
Yeah, because you're like 60.
Yes, I'm 60. I like Star Wars and
It reminds me of the war.
the war. It's true. It was all true. But speaking of old people, Harrison Ford's Han Solo was featured a lot in the trailer. I
Yeah.
am generally surprised that he seems to have a really big role in this. I didn't see that coming.
Me either. Me either. Especially with Harrison Ford's like his attitude towards the whole thing.
and I'll tell you another thing that I was thinking about when I was watching the trailer was it was like a contrast between him as coming back as Indiana Jones in the last Indiana Jones movie.
No.
That was
Yeah,
a
well,
mess.
here's the thing. He in that movie, he looked old, but
Yes, he
he
did.
He looked like grumpy, old, like just kind of like just
Get off my lawn.
yeah,
type of-
just,
It's like
We
I'm-
give out pennies for Halloween.
yeah, like
I'm just doing this for
you
the
want some
check.
butterscotch kids, like.
I'm just doing this for the check now.
Essentially, but this one,
That's
like,
it.
I've always had like an image in my head of what Han Solo would look like in a new Star Wars movie. And there's the scene with him and Chewie where they're like they're like being arrested or something.
Yeah.
And just that like one shot, like I just like looked at his face and his getup. I'm like, that it's Han Solo. It's rugged old man. I've seen some damn stuff. Han Solo. And that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Also, kudos to whoever they hired to clean up Carrie Fisher. Hello.
No garbage in here?
No garbage.
No garbage in here. No garbage. Talk is Dan,
Talk is
everybody.
Dan
That's a little
is filmed
objective.
live on location. Whatever voodoo they did to bring Carrie Fisher out of looking like a toad person into looking like Princess Leia, kudos to you. You deserve your check. Because she looks like Princess Leia. Like,
Yes.
She looks like rugged old Princess Leia.
Yes, she
So,
does. Yes, she
good
does.
job.
Oh, also too. Quick point. One of my favorite moments in the trailer was it's like a quick shot, but it's Kylo Ren and Oscar Isaac's character. I think his name is Poe.
He looks like he's pooping.
Yes.
Like in front of him. He does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can release it.
And it looks like he's like,
Let the hate flow through you.
and it looks like,
You need to watch this now and see
And
that
it look-
scene and now get it.
Like right now, I
Not
have to,
right now,
oh,
but like
okay.
later.
but it's like he looks like he's like using the Force on him,
Yes.
and then it's like causing him severe pain and everything. And it's just like,
He's like ripping his brain.
yeah, like it's like what's going on in this? What's going on in this
isn't a
scene?
Disney movie anymore.
Yeah, this is violent, Disney.
Yeah.
Dag. Okay.
Overall, I'm excited. I'm happy. It looks great. Like it so far, it hasn't really done anything to really like dissuade me into like
Me either.
This is gonna be Phantom Menace again. However,
It better not. It better not.
there are. I just want to like little bits
I'll
here and
walk
there
up.
that are little thing that I'm kind of like a fan of. Number one, I don't know. Like, do we need another Death Star? Like, did you not learn your lesson?
Yeah.
I think that is like. Here's the thing. Apparently, it's not just a Death Star anymore. Apparently, it's a whole planet that's been turned into a death machine.
Isn't it called Star Killer?
Yeah, Star Killer base.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is sort of jumping the gun. Like, okay, you're overcompensating now because 2 of your battle stations got blown up.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true. Yeah.
There
yeah,
was this thing called the Death Star. It was this.
Wasn't it like there's a hole in
It
it
was
or
like
something? and
it
then-
looks like a moon, but it's not a moon.
Yeah, I
it's a
know-
space
yes,
station.
I know what that
You've
is.
seen the movies, you would understand that reference that I just made.
Do you want me to leave? Is this
No!
your way of telling me to get
People,
off the show?
this is
No,
every
I
day,
need something
people.
to work with here.
People, this
Anyway.
is every day. This is every
So
day,
in the
people.
first movie, they had a complete Death Star, and what this thing would do is it would shoot at a planet and it would blow it up. And they shot at this one planet and they blew it up in front of this princess of that planet. She didn't cry though; she didn't really care.
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia.
Yes.
So they blew
I know who the characters are, Dan. I know who Princess. I've seen the movies. It's just
We
been
need-
a while.
You have seen them.
Yes.
Okay,
I don't
alright.
live under a rock. I just haven't seen them in my adult
But you
life.
never.
Yeah.
Every time I mention something,
She's
oh,
not a brony, Dan.
What?
She's not a brony, Dan. She doesn't
I
come
need
out
to
of
let
her.
you
She
know.
wouldn't be a brony.
No, I'm just saying.
Be a fan of
No,
Michael
no,
Boney.
no, no. I'm.
Normal
I would be
fan.
normal.
No,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
be
I'm
normal.
saying. No, no. I'm saying.
Do you
It's,
see her wearing a
I'm-
fedora? Like no.
no, no. I'm saying it's not like she comes out of her house like once every year or so, like just
Well,
I
to
do
go to
other
this
Star
things.
Wars
convention.
I'm
fan.
social.
Yeah, that is true.
Like I've seen
I
these
can,
movies.
yeah.
I just haven't seen them
Yeah.
in an adult life.
Okay,
Like
alright.
I think I was like 10 or however old I was when the
Okay.
movies came out.
Would you see this new one?
If I caught up on all the other 63 that I
Well,
missed,
don't see the first. Don't see the prequels. See the original 3.
Yeah.
I don't know which ones are
Alright.
which. They came out at
See,
weird
this is why
times.
I need to explain this to you.
Okay, yes, please chronologically
Okay.
tell me about this.
All right, so 1977. All right, first Star Wars movie comes out.
Yes.
Then there was in 1980 that was Empire,
Empire
Strikes
Strikes
Back.
Back.
And then in 1983 that was Return of the Jedi. Those are called the original trilogy.
Correct.
Now, at the beginning of those movies, there's a title, you know, like the title crawl or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. In the first movie, it says Episode 4. And people were sort of confused by that.
Mhm.
But it made sense because years later, George Lucas made the prequel trilogy, which was Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, you notice the sound that he just made of
The
disgust.
Sith one? For what one? All of them?
Or all like of the.
Which one's the
prequel.
one with the kid?
That's
Phantom Menace. That's Phantom Menace.
Okay.
Is that one of the ones we don't talk about?
That's one of the ones.
Because I remember watching that though. I do remember because I remember saying I don't like this.
That was probably your first Star Wars movie because that came out when we were kids.
Yeah, that came out in '99.
Like I know that's the first one I've seen in a movie theater.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Great way to start. But those movies are terrible. They're horribly made.
So if I don't watch those, I'm not gonna miss anything.
You're
Like,
not.
No, you're not gonna miss.
Okay.
I can literally spoil it for you. He turns into Darth Vader. The
Oh.
kid turns into Darth Vader.
Yeah, that's
Kid in the orange jumpsuit? Isn't there a kid in an orange jumpsuit in one of these movies?
It's probably little boy Anakin.
yeah, little boy
I don't remember
Anakin.
him being in a jumpsuit.
Anakin
something
Skywalker
orange.
basically becomes Darth Vader. So that's basically what episodes 1, 2, and 3 are about.
Yes. And then he becomes the main villain of the original trilogy.
Yeah.
That I do know.
Which those ones matter, and those ones you would want to watch.
But it's like the
And which
And
one's
this
the one with
new
Darth
one-
Maul? Is that something?
That's-
Darth Maul
that's
is
Phantom
the
Menace.
and he's the only good thing about it.
yes, he
He's
is.
the only good thing, really, in the whole
prequel.
thing, kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah, he's just really cool.
But
He's
it's,
cool looking.
but it's like
Yeah, he is really
Do
I-
not see episode 2. Episode 2 is terrible.
Okay, you have to give actual names because I don't know. Like,
Attack of the Clones.
okay.
which is stupid because they only attack once.
If you see a bunch of, if there's a bunch of white armored men talking in an Australian accent, don't watch that one, okay? Because that's that one, okay?
Yeah.
I'm learning so much today.
Yes,
guys.
you are.
Oh, God.
So yeah, don't watch those ones. And this new one takes place after the original movies.
Okay.
That's episode 7. And it takes place 30 years after that. That's why Han Solo
So
is like,
everything after 3 is what I should watch. Like all the numbered
Yes.
movies, everything.
Yes.
yes, in those chronological order. Okay? Alright, good. Glad we got that out of the way.
And by the way, if you watch Revenge of the Sith, which is the 3rd movie, episode 3, you will notice that Anakin's transition into the dark side, it's very sudden and it's very unbelievable.
I hate them!
It's very unbelievable.
It's really stupid.
Yes.
Okay.
It's really dumb.
Yeah.
They got really bad actors
Yeah.
to play characters.
Yeah, you're really gonna sit back and you're gonna be like, you turn to the dark side for this? Like,
Yeah.
really? Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like
And
I
I
have
just
to
want to
watch
remind
them.
you that this entire mystical, otherworldly, gigantic universe with all these aliens and all this, cool imagery about, the lightsabers and starfights, this was all created by a middle-aged man who wears flannels all the time.
Okay.
His name is George Lucas.
Oh yes.
And now he just walks around Chicago aimlessly. Yeah, you look
That's gonna be
online.
me.
After he
He just
sold-
walks around Chicago.
He just walks around, and people just like take pictures with him. He's just like, "Hello," and then he just walks away. So he's a hermit now, sort of.
Hey,
Um,
hey, the guy got $4 billion. Okay,
he can
so
walk around Chicago if he wants to, I guess.
so
He's gonna get kid now.
Yeah,
tiny.
Chicago's a nice looking city, but it's full of
It
murder.
depends. It depends on where you are. Like,
When I went there, I actually was like right next to the Sears Tower.
yeah, like my cousin lives in a nice part of Chicago,
Yeah.
but then he also lived in a not nice part of Chicago.
The
He's
suburbs.
Like, I gotta get out of
Yeah,
here.
not so great. But that's why Gotham City's based on it.
it's based on Chicago.
Yeah,
I thought it was based on New York.
no, it's based on Chicago.
But it takes place in New York. That's
Metropolis
what
is based on New York.
Is it?
You didn't know that?
I swear I did not know
Do you
that.
know where in the fictional DC universe Gotham City is? It's in New Jersey.
Is it really?
Yes, it's near.
Is it near New
I
York?
swear I did not know
No,
that.
it's not near Newark. It's near like Delaware. Like the.
Oh, like-
It's probably more like Philadelphia, but it's on our side.
Like the Boondocks. Yeah.
Like the Boondock. Yeah.
So I guess Batman vs Superman is completely throwing
Yeah.
they're completely throwing that just
Yeah, out of the
aside.
wind because they're
Yeah.
like next to each other.
They're throwing that out of the window. Like
Yeah.
you basically have to take a ferry to get to both. No, seriously, like
Like a ferry to Cumberland Farm.
no, that's what Zack Snyder said. He said basically, Gotham City is Oakland, and Metropolis is San Francisco.
Okay.
Okay, I actually can see that's actually a really good way.
That's basically what he said.
Yeah.
So,
Metropolis was on fire by Superman,
yes.
like in that earthquake that happened 100 years ago. But finishing up what we said about Star Wars, Another thing that I kind of was like iffy on is just the fact that it does seem like there's a lot of story beats that remind me of the first Star Wars movie. Like Rey is kind of she is very much like a Luke Skywalker type.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird, like where she. I like that whole scavenger scene with her in the AT-AT where she's like at the beginning stuff. Like that looked so cool.
Yeah.
And it looked like
it did.
Star Wars, like where it's like a matte painting, but with that's what it looks like to me.
Mm-hmm.
Not all this dense lightsabers flying around. Keep it simple, keep it nice. That's what I like. Yeah, like it does seem like there's a lot of, especially with there being another Death Star, and there was obviously you could see a trench in like one of the scenes. If you see one of the scenes where it's like the TIE fighters and the X-wings fighting with each other, there's like this big, huge, long line that it's a trench.
Yeah, I've seen it countless times, and there's like so much stuff that I missed because like I'm like like.
What if Batman was in like one of those ships? Like, what would happen? What would you do? What if it was you as Green Lantern? You didn't even know that it happened.
Well, first off, I wouldn't even need a.
First off, I'm calling my lawyer because I haven't got a check yet.
I wouldn't need an X-wing because I have the ring. Damn it. Okay?
You have the ring.
I have the ring. Okay, so like, there's really no reason for me to be flying around in a ship.
So you see this? This supersedes the Force.
Exactly.
This is the Force. On the finger. In your face.
Oh yeah, that would just be crazy for all the lawyers involved. But anyway,
All the lawyers.
all the lawyers involved, all the
Make an FX special.
all the Disney and Time Warner lawyers. It would just be crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I mean like yeah, you do see comparisons to previous characters. Like basically, Finn is Han Solo, Rey is Luke.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing about Finn is that whole Stormtrooper thing. That's like, that instantly makes me like I'm already invested in that character because that's an interesting arc to me. Ooh. That's a highlight right there, folks.
Talk is Dan.
Talk
is Dan, everybody.
Kane University's number 11 DJ. Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, no, how we segue?
I tried so hard. So hard. Thank
Doesn't
you.
seem like
Thank you, Peach Iced Tea. Great.
Peach. Oh my God.
That burp was brought to you by Lipton's Iced Tea. Do you want to embarrass yourself on your radio show? Just drink it all the time. What were you saying, Wayne?
I have no idea because that completely threw me for a loop.
All right, let's finish up like Star Wars.
Okay.
We're all excited to see it. Obviously,
I got my tickets.
I got my tickets too. It took me. I fought with. It was a lightsaber duel. Like I'm Mustafar with me and Fandango, trying to. Well, first I wanted to get IMAX tickets, but it just crashed. It just died.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. You're not getting into IMAX. Not at all.
So I got tickets for 7:45 at Hazlitt in 3D. I kind of don't want to see it in 3D. I want to see it in 2D.
I hate 3D.
I know, but
I hate it. Can't stand it.
It's the tickets. It's not the tickets It's the ticket. 2D are the tickets that I deserve, but my 3D tickets are the ones I need. So I'll take them. No. I'm gonna see it again, so it's fine. You know what I mean?
Oh
I'm just happy I'm gonna see it opening night.
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna see it again, but 2D for me.
But it really is crazy that like it shut down 5 websites. Like it's insane.
As a matter of fact, the thing that gets me is they said that it broke the previous record 10 times.
Yeah, the Hunger Games.
Yeah, which was held by the Hunger Games. Yeah. And it broke that record 10 times over. Yeah, which is crazy.
Good for them. Somebody's doing
Games?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Disney?
Yeah. It doesn't need you to say. They're fine.
They're okay. I think that they're doing just fine.
They recovered from the Lone Ranger. They'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing just fine.
Let's make Johnny Depp an Indian. That was a great idea.
Yeah.
It really was. Let's make Rooney Mara an Indian.
Oh
yeah, that was really bad.
All right, let me tell. I haven't seen Pan, and I already know it's terrible because I read a description of like this one scene that happens in it. Okay, so Captain Hook, a Hugh Jackman pirate man.
Name's James Hook.
Whatever, whoever. He kidnaps Peter Pan, and they bring him on a ship, and then inexplicably, for some reason, all of the pirates start singing Nirvana's "Smells Like Teen Spirit." I don't remember Jim Barry writing that in his book, because that song wasn't written 100 years ago. Also, I don't think that Kurt Cobain was a pirate. He might have been.
Neither.
He
I don't think he was.
Scathing a little bit.
I don't think he was a pirate either.
He was a pirate for grunge. I don't know. No, Courtney Love is more of a pirate because she pirated all like his money.
Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that movie looks terrible. Whatever.
Yeah, it really does.
I'll watch it when it's on Pirate Bay or something.
And like, I'm like really struggling with whether I should spoil it because like I basically just went online and like read what happened instead of.
He's Peter Pan.
Okay, so like,
I'm not saying
okay, so the things that I read was basically, James Hook and Peter Pan, they're friends at the end of the movie. Still, so he's not Captain Hook yet. He doesn't lose his hand to the crocodile.
It's starting to sound like Once Upon a Time instead of
Yeah.
the show Once
Yes,
Upon
I know what Once Upon a Time is, Dan. Thank you.
But like basically,
Jesus.
I don't know. I don't even know.
They
if
have
I watch
Mulan on the
TV.
show. Obviously, I know what it is.
What am I thinking? Damn it.
I only see 2 episodes and none of them had Mulan, but I do know what Once Upon a Time is.
Okay.
Thank you.
I just want to make sure.
oh wow, talk is Dan. Okay.
Why do I keep coming back?
Dynamic. I just make smart remarks and she reacts while you try to explain.
Yes. Yes. And for the people who are listening, like I said earlier, this is every day.
This is
Every day. Every single day.
What you get for calling me a Sheehan.
Yeah.
It was once!
It was what?
3 years ago. Get over it.
It's 2 years ago. Let's not.
Make you older than you are?
Yes. Let's not. It's for all of us. But anyway,
Mostly you.
so yeah, I don't care.
But
I
yeah,
don't want to
but
know the end of Pan.
but like the thing is, like they were basically setting it up for a trilogy.
For a
So like
trilogy,
that. So like that's why Hook and Peter Pan, like they aren't
Yeah.
enemies at the end of the movie and everything,
get-
and like
get in line with
and like
the-
basically it steals the plot of Hook. Like he needs to learn how
Oh.
he needs to learn how to fly in 3
Was
days.
there Rufio in this? Rufio.
I don't think so.
Oh, then what's the point? Rufio was awesome. Rufio was the man.
It was like
Is that the one with, what's his face? The one that
Robin
died?
Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Okay, I've
Yeah.
seen parts of
it
it.
was like for the first
I
half
don't
of
watch movies.
This is why
Yeah.
I need to. This is why I need to make sure I explain things.
I'm sorry.
I seen Star Wars like 100 years ago, but I've never watched any other movie unless Mulan or a cat is in it.
That is not true. I watch movies with handsome men in it. It's so mean to me. I don't even. I was nice to you this week. I was so nice to you.
oh
God.
wow
The talk is dead.
yeah yeah. So basically that's Pan, everybody.
That's Pan.
That's Pan, everybody.
So
yeah.
yeah.
Don't go see it.
So Star
Don't go
Wars
see
is
it.
probably gonna make $1 billion for its opening weekend. I have my tickets. Hopefully it'll be good. It looks good.
I think it'll definitely break the record this year
Alright.
by Jurassic World. So
Yeah.
yeah, it'll definitely
Um,
break the record without question.
Jurassic World was okay.
I liked it.
I was actually surprised. I
I
thought it
thought
was gonna be dumb.
oh no, I thought it was a
But
good
it
movie.
was alright.
I thought it was a really good
It's a
movie.
summer movie. It was fine.
Yeah,
Um.
Star Wars.
Okay. So speaking of movies or whatever. So Halloween is next week.
Yes.
Next week. So I just wanted to ask, like, what are your guys' favorite horror movies?
That's difficult.
Do you like horror movies?
horror movies? That's like the only movies I actually
Okay.
watch.
All right, so we're on good terms here. We can work here. We can work with
Oh,
this play.
I have
Yeah.
the perfect.
Okay.
have the
I'm sorry.
perfect-
I'm sorry that I ruined everything. You know what? I'm only talking to Wayne
What's
now.
your
Okay.
favorite?
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
I
I
know.
can't hear. What was that, Wayne? What did you say?
Wait, ask her what her favorite horror movies are. Somebody call in and ask.
I can't, man. I can't.
No, but seriously.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have a favorite horror movie. Like I just like really bad ones, like the
Okay.
like the B genre. So like anything Paranormal Activity or like
Okay.
like first person point of view type.
Alright.
What is it?
Found
Yeah.
footage.
Yeah, found footage is my favorite. way
Can
to
you
go.
remember the most scared that you've ever been watching a horror movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in 8th grade, I think, and I saw what is it? House of a Thousand Corpses.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That terrified me. The scene, because like I love my dad. My dad's my best friend. The scene where they kill the girl's father and the guy wears his skin.
Yeah.
Terrified me. Like I still freak out when my dad has to go meet us
yeah.
camping that he's gonna get like kidnapped and somebody's gonna come in his skin. Like as a 21-year-old adult, I still freak out about that. But yeah, that movie's terrifies
Yeah,
me.
I watched that on HBO, like right when it had first come out, and yeah, that Rob Zombie he has issues.
That and The Den. The Den's one of those Netflix movies.
I haven't watched The Den.
It's actually really good. This girl, she's going to do her like senior thesis on like internet communication, and like some crazy stuff happens, and like it's really.
I already
good.
want to see
watch
Phil in this role because I know he's probably gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was really good.
His purple shirt's not purple anymore.
It's just darker purple.
It's darker purple.
What about you, Wayne? Are you a horror person?
Not really a horror person over here. Like
Okay.
you know, I'm not really a big horror guy. But like my favorite horror movie, I would probably have to say is Batman and Robin.
Is it a horror tragedy?
Yes. No, it's so
The
bad.
nipples terrified me on the
Yes.
batsuit.
Yes. It's so.
When Alfred says he's gonna cancel the pizzas. Oh my god! He's gonna cancel the pizzas!
It's so terrible. It's horrible. No. But yeah. I'm not really big. I'm not really a big horror guy. I mean, like I've seen the Jeepers Creepers movies. I've seen the Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, probably the first Nightmare on Elm Street is my favorite one.
What's funny that you bring that up, I actually just watched that last week.
With young Johnny Depp.
Yeah, young Johnny
Aw.
Depp. Who's the only person in that movie who gives a quality performance, I will say. He's the only one trying in that whole movie.
Which was his
Everybody
first-
else is like a cheesy Lifetime, like...
Which was his first movie. That was
Yes,
actually his first movie.
It was his first movie.
Yeah. No, he died in like a gruesome way. But.
Yeah, a blood volcano.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, his mother just goes into the room, and instead, like, alright, if I seen a blood volcano or whatever, I wouldn't, like, instantly start screaming. I'd just be like, the plumbing. Like, what happened? Like, she just starts instantly screaming.
Science side of Tumblr. Explain this.
But, yeah, I recently, I watched the first one, and, did anybody see the remake that came out a couple years ago?
No.
I seen it on a whim.
I saw like the first 15 minutes and then I turned it off.
I seen it on like a whim. Me and my friend RJ, we went to Sonic, like the drive-through Sonic in Howell, because that was the closest Sonic that was near us, and that was a thing that we used to do. Me and my friends would just go to Sonic. And what's funny is that they just built one up the street from me a year ago.
And now you have no friends to go with you to Sonic?
Who do you think I am? Like, shut up.
It's horrible.
Like, you don't know anything ever except for Mulan and those are your friends, okay? Anyway, I don't know why I turned into a drunk guy there.
You're just so drunk with anger.
Drunk with anger. So we used to go to Sonic, and just on a whim we were just like, we're bored, and it's like 9:30. And I kind of just remembered seeing, like commercials for it. I'm like, you want to go see Nightmare on Elm Street? And we're just like, okay. And we just go, and all I remember was that they turned Freddy Krueger, they turned him into, like, they were very blatant about the fact that he was, like, a pedophile. And, like, he did things to kids. But the thing is that movie, it made it very, like, that he was being framed throughout most of the movie or something, and then at the end they were just like, nope, he did weird things with kids. Now you just hate him now. And in the first movie, it was just like Freddy was just a guy who the parents killed.
Right.
And he was taking revenge on kids. It was very simple. It has like an 80s charm to it with like cheesy effects, but there's some really, really dark like images in that movie that still I feel stick. There's the scene with the first girl like being like up on the ceiling covered in blood and stuff like that. Then there's another one where it's her body, like the main girl is in like school and she falls asleep, and she goes into like the hallway, and she just sees her friend in a body bag, and like her legs just like stand up, and like is like being crawled, like just being like invisibly dragged like on the floor. It's just really creepy stuff.
This isn't the review that I read on this movie.
No, well, you probably
No.
read the remake or something.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm thinking.
I'm not talking about the remake anymore.
Oh, okay.
I don't even half
Oh.
remember the remake. All I know is that Rooney Mara, Indian woman, was in it. That was like her first
she
movie
really?
too. Yeah, it was like her first movie,
When did this come out?
like 2011.
Oh,
I think or
still
something.
young.
2009, I think it was. I think because yeah. As a matter of fact, Freddy and Jason came out in 2009.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there was that other one.
Yeah,
They really
yeah,
need to stop remaking.
yeah. Well, no, because they're making another one.
Of course they are.
What?
They're rebooting Friday the 13th, and they're making another one.
How many
I don't know about.
times did Jason need to die? He went to hell, then he went to space. Like what?
I don't know about Nightmare on Elm Street, but I do know that they are trying to make another Friday the 13th.
I'm
But it's
glad
like,
that Freddy's getting work,
but it's like,
or that Jason's getting work.
Yeah.
Both things,
but it's like.
even though they killed each other in Freddy versus Jason.
This is the rumor, though. This is the rumor, and like I
They're
don't.
making a damn expanded universe with like him, Michael Myers. Like,
Yeah.
past-
Well, yeah. There's
Then they're gonna
that.
make an Avengers movie where they're all fighting with each other.
There's that, but also too that
They all get trapped in the Necronomicon by Pinhead at the end.
Oh jeez.
Continue what you were saying.
but that it would be a found footage movie.
Ooh, okay.
So
But I'm done with those.
so it was like they're trying to
not.
like
I'm so
change the
done with
Friday
I'm
the
not gonna keep
13th
talking.
format and make it a found footage movie, which I don't know. Like
Well,
it's like certain movies it works, other
I don't think that
movies
would
it
work.
tell
doesn't
you
work.
what movie it did work. The most
Like Chronicle.
Scared- Chronicle was good.
Yeah.
I liked Cloverfield.
Yeah,
Surprisingly,
a little bit.
I thought I wouldn't like it, and it was surprisingly memorable. Like, it still sticks with me. But the most scared I've ever been seeing a movie was the first time I watched The Blair Witch Project. I was 8 or 7 when it came out, and my aunt got it on DVD.
They had
And
DVDs when you were 8 and 7.
yeah, I don't know. How old do you think I am?
36.
Whatever. So I like I was still very impressionable. So like when I hear, oh, this is based on a true story, and this isn't like this is footage that was found
Right,
of these
right.
kids in this forest. I took it literally,
Yeah.
and I was terrified. I was scared out of my mind. I had nightmares.
Yeah.
It stuck with me. And what's funny about that movie is you don't see the witch.
Nope.
It's all like that scene with that guy in the corner at the end. It's terrifying, but you don't see it. It's just him in a corner. It's crazy.
See, but it's like I think that's what make horror movies better. Like when
don't
you
see-
don't see
Absolutely, that's the
the
Jaws
ghost
rule.
or something, you know,
yeah.
like but it's like if you see it there, then it's like, okay, all right, well,
Like you know what to stay away from.
I mean,
Yeah,
even
I
with
was
the
like, well-
with the first Friday the 13th Nightmare on Elm Street, even with Friday the 13th, but like on the Nightmare on Elm Street, a lot of what you see of Freddy is in the shadows, and you just like it's him covering his face. You don't really get a clear
yeah,
view of Freddy.
yeah.
You just see
Yeah,
like
that's
his
true.
sweater and stuff like that, and yeah, I think it's a lot more effective than Rorschach with a burnt lion face yelling at you. That was the remake.
Rorschach.
Yeah, it was that guy.
When you said that, I thought you were talking about Watchmen, and I was like, wait, where is this
Yeah,
going?
the guy who
But-
played Rorschach in the Watchmen movie played Freddy in the new movie.
Mhm.
Yes, and
yeah.
and they tried to make his face look realistic, but he just ends up looking like a lion. It's really weird.
I don't like remakes. They ruin everything.
No, they don't. They don't.
I still haven't seen Watchmen, but
Yeah, me neither.
Read the book; it's better.
I don't know. Like I heard that Watchmen is one of those movies. I've heard it's one of those movies where it's like.
keep
Read the book;
saying
it's
it,
better.
wait.
Nah,
Good, you
like,
talk to me.
can I please
Talk to
explain
me,
myself?
wait.
Okay, I've heard that Watchmen is one of those movies where people either hate it or they love it.
I don't
Yeah.
hate it.
Where it's like Man of Steel. Like people either love Man of Steel or they hate
Yeah,
Man
there's
of
no
Steel.
middle ground on
Yeah, there's no middle ground on Man of Steel. It's just you love it or you hate it. You know. So like I'm okay. You're not giving me much hope to watch
here's-
Watchmen now.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I read the book before I watched the movie, and the book was just a more fulfilling like experience. There's just more meat to it than the movie is, and the movie
Okay.
basically is just because visually, like Zack Snyder decided to just basically take the panels and just
Yeah,
turn it to,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
live action.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Which I didn't agree with. I thought they should have spent the budget on getting better actors. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. And but
Blade's
it's
face when we were just like, oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
No, I mean,
I'm just saying. Like the book is just a better experience overall.
Okay. All right.
But horror movies. I always liked the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
It still has its charm. The original Halloween is boring, but I still appreciate it.
Really?
Because, yeah.
I don't know.
I watched it when I was a teenager, and I thought I was like, yeah. But on later viewing, I appreciate it a little bit more because I think John Carpenter is just a really good director. He's one of those guys who just like he makes his own music on like his synthesizer, piano, and everything. I love that. I really like long takes, and the first scene is that long take around the house, and I just think it's a really cool shot. Yeah, I think that's one of my favorites. Is there any modern ones that I really like? Not really.
Well, it's
I like horror comedies. I really like Shaun of the Dead.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
Wow.
I don't know. I just can't get into it. I think it's just about who's the guy in it. Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg.
There's just something about him that I don't like.
I like Simon Pegg.
I don't click with his movies.
I like Simon Pegg.
Might just be his face.
Speaking of zombies, like I like the original Dawn of the Dead.
That movie did terrify me, but I have a zombie issue, so that's like.
Did you see the remake or the original one?
No, the original, the one that they talk about in Understanding Images with that was terrifying. The scene where they like break through the door and get the lady in the basement, I think it is, or something
That's
like
Night
that.
of the Living Dead.
Oh, sorry.
That's the first.
Yeah,
that was the original one, and then there was Dawn of the Dead, which took place in a mall.
That was actually a really funny movie with the lady, with the fat lady, and they like. Is that the same movie where they like spike her? Like she's in the bed in the mall, and then she just sits up and starts running at someone, and then like, I think that's the movie I'm talking about. Let me look this up.
That might be the remake. I'm not sure.
Okay, then that's what I saw. I saw the remake.
The remake's okay. Directed by
This is
Zack
terrible.
Snyder. Don't know if you know that.
That's right. That's right. It was. It was.
What is this dog?
But the original one I like a little bit better. Actually, like, zombies have been. I'm sick and tired of them now, but I'm getting
zombie
zombie
fatigue.
But my dad is an OG zombie guy. I'm actually kind of surprised by it. His first movie that he ever seen was Night of the Living Dead. He's seen it in a drive-through, and he always talks about that. And he loves The Walking Dead. He'll talk about it like, "Did you watch The Walking Dead last night, Daniel? It was really intense." Like, all right, Dad. He would not shut up about Fear the Walking Dead.
No, it's just funny. It's just funny. The way
it got me legitimately scared.
Your father impressions.
It got me legitimately scared. Like, what if a virus? Like, you would be dead. No, but the man loves the zombies, so I grew up with zombies.
Oh, Jesus.
I grew up with zombies and Planet of the Apes. He loves Planet of the Apes. He's never seen Star Wars. He's never seen Star Trek. But he's the one person on the face of the earth who's obsessed with Planet of the Apes. That's the apocalypse that's gonna happen, Daniel. The monkey. They're gonna take us all over.
Everybody's
We're gonna have a chimpanzee.
You're gonna get the what was it called? The simian flu.
Oh God.
Yeah, simian flu.
The simian flu.
Yeah. What is?
All right, but
wow.
those are sort of like a few of like the horror movies that I like. Any new ones I can't really tell. I'm sort of out of the loop on that. I heard Green Inferno is really good.
I want to see that. That looks really good. I like.
It looks like
those
Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah, that's.
Which have you ever heard of that?
Cannibal Holocaust.
That was like the first. I think that was the first found footage movie like ever, and then the Blair Witch Project was like the first to make found footage like an actual genre.
Essentially, the plot is a group of a film crew goes to an island and it's full of cannibals,
and they all die,
and bad things happen.
Spoiler.
I mean, well, yeah. Usually, an island's full of
that
cannibals. And something good isn't gonna come from that. I'm just saying.
I don't know, Cannibal Island or Disney World, kids.
Cannibal Island.
That sounds like fun.
No, no, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Sounds like a great time. It's cardio. You love running, don't you, Wayne?
That is, yeah.
Gotta go to the
You
gym.
just have to be faster than everybody else.
I do love running, but having people chasing me who want to eat me, I'll pass.
Unfortunately,
I'll
Wayne,
pass.
you might be the first one to die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna make a comment about that earlier, saying, "Is that why you don't like horror films?" But
Yeah,
I didn't want to be the first
Yeah.
one to bring it up.
I do have a little bit of a
vendetta.
bias. A little bit of a
A
bias.
little bit.
A-
Here's
a
the
little
thing,
bit,
though.
a
In
little
Night of
bit.
the Living Dead, the protagonist
Yeah.
is African American.
Yeah.
And
Out
it's
of
weird that it's gone
out
the
of
wayside since.
out of
Yeah.
how many?
Yeah.
Out of a million, basically.
Okay,
That one out of how many?
Essentially, yeah.
I have an equal chance of dying first too, because
Yeah.
I'm a woman
Depends
and a
on-
minority.
Depends
Yeah.
on what day it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I am really smart, so I mean, I might get a pass.
So Dan will be the only one left to tell the tale of what
Essentially.
happened.
Essentially, I'll be Ash. Actually, that's another horror movie that I really like. Is The Evil Dead.
I've never seen Evil Dead.
No, you don't even like Evil Dead 2?
I've never seen it.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that
Well,
is.
I'm really excited. They're making a TV show, Ash vs. Evil Dead.
You know there was supposed to be
I'm
a Freddy vs. Jason versus Ash movie.
Yes, I think it was a comic book actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it got canned.
Because we all know who's gonna win. It's Ash, man. It's Bruce Campbell. You don't kill Bruce Campbell. He was the Usher in Spider-Man 2.
That's right, he was.
Nobody will enter the theater after the film starts. Helps maintain the illusion. I just want to meet all the extra weird people from Spider-Man 2.
I mean,
Already
well,
met
you
on season
you already met one.
Asif Manvi.
You already met one. You got what?
Sorry, bro. It's a cool dude. That's the pizza guy from Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, so you got about you got about a couple more left. So I mean, well,
That's
you
my
got two
collect.
now.
That I don't collect coins anymore. I collect meeting the extended cast of Spider-Man.
Forget the actual stars. Forget about the ones who
Because
actually
I
made
hate Tobey Maguire.
That is true,
I
yeah.
hate Tobey.
Yeah.
Everybody hates Tobey
Everybody.
Maguire.
Sorry, Toby.
You tried, guys.
I have no
You know
personal
what's a
vendetta
great horror
against
movie?
Tobey
Seeing
Maguire.
him act. That's a great horror movie.
Done anything?
Not really lately, because people are sick and tired of his face.
Last relevant movie he was in that I can remember was Great Gatsby
Oh crap! Yeah, he was in that.
I didn't
with
see it.
I didn't see
Leo
it either.
DiCaprio, which is actually pretty good. It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
But,
well,
It was better.
you didn't give Leo that up.
Nothing is gonna. Give
he's gonna win the Oscar.
He's gonna
Have
win
you-
it when he dies.
Nah,
He's
no,
gonna
no,
Have
no.
you heard
Nah,
what
he's
he did for this new movie?
yeah.
That he's in the what is it called?
The Revenant.
He became a nomad in the woods.
Yeah,
like,
big-
he started eating bears and living in bear carcasses and
And yeah, by the way, we were talking about trailers to start the show.
yeah,
The Revenant, third best trailer I've
Third,
seen this
yeah.
year.
it's gonna
Third
be
best
intense.
trailer. Yes, it's.
still not gonna win though.
n-
I think it's just a running joke.
He's
They
like
do it on
Nah.
he's the
purpose.
Chicago
Nah,
Cubs of actors.
I think.
Yeah, like, they
nah,
do it
I
on
think.
purpose at
I
this
think just
point.
off of this trailer alone,
But everybody
he
said
will
that
win.
about
He will win
Django.
the Oscar.
Everybody was like, he's gonna win the Oscar for Django. And
Well,
maybe.
I don't think he wasn't not. I don't think he was nominated for
I'm
Django.
pretty sure.
Listen,
He was nominated for a Golden Globe. I know that.
Oh, okay, maybe.
He broke a glass and shattered his hand
And
on
kept
set,
going.
and kept going.
Yeah.
And he scared the hell out of what's her face, Kerry Washington.
And
Yeah.
like the guy.
Pushed the
what's-
blood on her face.
Yes.
Ah, what the hell, man? Yeah,
He actually used it as a prop.
yeah.
It was just like,
Essentially,
That was not in my contract.
yeah.
I
I don't know what's in your blood
I'm
right now.
calling the lawyer person.
SAG.
But yeah, but
Help.
Leo DiCaprio is going to win the Academy Award for Best Actor.
You heard it here,
in
folks.
February. He will. He will win the Academy Award. Watch.
You heard it here first.
Yes. Yes.
I'm hoping.
Like you may like you'll probably get Will Smith for Concussion.
All right.
You'll probably get oh my goodness, see probably Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs.
I seen that yesterday. It was really, really good.
Yeah, yeah,
Really,
and
really
and he's getting Oscar buzz too. So like you'll probably get like them in there as well, but
Best Picture, Fantastic Four.
Leo DiCaprio.
Done. Josh Trank.
That
in-
was horrible.
Josh Trank. In it for director.
That movie
In
was
it.
Was it bad?
In
it was
I would
bad.
assume it was
It was
bad.
bad. Oh my goodness,
It was bad the first
There
time
was-
around. What makes
there
you
was-
think it was
First
good
time
to
around.
there was
But if
no
he makes the first time
there
around,
was
it's
no
like a
action.
joyful romp.
There was no action.
A joyful romp through the forest.
You can't say things like that and then get mad at me when I call you old.
So this is Talk is Dan. Thank you for listening.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're about an hour, so we probably.
By the way, all right.
Thank you for being here, guys. We'll be back next week. Probably talk. Halloween is next week, so we'll probably.
Yeah. Haven't had the chance to unload my rage about Fantastic Four.
Okay, you can do that.
Yes.
We could do that every week if you want to.
Yes.
Every
week we will
Why Fantastic Four
we
is
will.
an awful movie?
It's horrible.
Continuing therapy sessions of Wayne Clark after seeing Fantastic Four.
It's
I
horrible.
told you to skip it, buddy. You didn't listen to me.
Well, I'm happy that I didn't pay money. I
didn't pay money?
I didn't pay money to go see it.
All right, good.
Yeah. Miles Teller CGI face.
Even I want to still punch.
No action to the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Dr. Doom, he just has a green card.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A walking mannequin.
So yeah, that was Talking Dan. You can watch old episodes at talkingdan.blogspot.com. I'm on Twitter, @d_91. I haven't been on in 3 years. Who knows? I might post something. Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to listen, you can listen. I greatly appreciate it. I'm on YouTube. It's on. I'm posting the show on YouTube now because I hate mixing.
Yay!
Good for you.
You just won't be able to see us anymore. You'll just see a picture of Dan upside down.
Hey guys!
We'll be back next week.
Yes. Hopefully we will talk about Godzilla.
I went to research and you told me what we were talking about!
Yes. I mean, well, what else is new though? Like we always do.
I don't know, but let's figure it out next week.